Colossal Cave in Vail, Arizona. I'm checking it out. Colossal Cave. I go in there. We go see how it looks like. Let's go. Let's go. Colossal Cave. You see the cave right behind me. We're going right into the cave. Well, let's go. Just follow me and let me just go. Just show it. Let me show you. Let me show you. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
No, that's true.
So they have a souvenir shop. They have different kind of stuff you can buy all around in this store. But I need to get my ticket first. All right, let me just get a ticket. Yeah, no, this is lovely. This really nice. I might get something. Yes.
For you real quick, and then I'll get your ticket as well. So
right.
your 1 o'clock guide is Dell. He starts 5 minutes early, just right outside where the ropes are. And you can take in water, but no other food or drinks.
I should take water.
Yeah, I usually recommend it. It's about an hour long, half a mile walk. I mean, you don't need it, but it's good to have.
It's better. All right, just got a ticket for one, and then the V. That's $25. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Yeah, right here. Right, the shop to get some stuff you could get. I know that. Let's go. Let's go. They have a cafe where you can eat and get some water and coffee. Oh, yeah.
Hey, doing pretty good. Grateful day. I am. What's your name? Nice, guys. That was a solid 4 out of 10. We do have a rule here. We're not allowed to go until we get up to at least a 7 out of 10. Here's the deal. I've been working here 3 years with no raise whatsoever. I'm going to start negotiating soon. Corporate watches all these cameras we have set up out here. I want you guys to make me look as good as you possibly can. Okay, guys? Who's excited to go into a cave today?
Fired up.
Basically, it's a fungus you can unknowingly transmit from one place to another on the soles of your shoes. Don't have it in the cave right now. Let's say we get it in the cave, there's a big chance it would kill off our whole bat population. So what we got to do, Dell and I, we're going to come by with these alcohol canisters. We're just going to spray down the bottoms of your shoes with them. Best way to go about it is when we come by, just turn around, point your toe to the ground like that. I find it's a lot easier than doing the whole flamingo balance exercise people like to try. I'm going to start with you guys in the front. Dell's going to help me out with that. I'm just going to hold it. There we go. Got that one. Awesome.
Brother, come here. Do this. You can come back.
Don't touch the wall. Because it'll shock you. You heard your man.
I know. Come on. I'm scared. Like a real cave. Three. The bats.
I think it's maybe like stuff over here.
Oh, look.
We got a big room and everything. If you guys had to guess, what do you guys think that stuff is? Water. It's a good guess. This is all going to be bat pee and bat poop all over the place. Also known as bat guano. This stuff used as an ingredient in things like explosives. It was in fertilizers. Up until 2011, one of the main ingredients in women's mascara, which I just find super interesting, right? Talk about batting your eyelashes if you get what I mean. But speaking of bats, hoping we may see some bats today. If we do see some bats, we'll see a species called cave myotis. Their bodies are very small. They're about as big as your thumb. They kind of look like little flying chicken nuggets when they're flying around the cave. They're pretty cool. Have you guys ever heard of an animal called a coatimundi or a coati before? Yeah. They're pretty sweet. It's like a raccoon, badger, lemur mix. We'll see them in the cave, so keep an eye out. We've actually caught those guys on several different occasions breaking into our margarita machines. One of my favorite facts to share on the whole tour. Now guys, one last thing. When we head down this way, just watch your heads. I've hit my head more times than I can count. And I think that has something to do with the amount of times I've hit my head. Thanks for laughing at that. No one ever does. Cool. Yeah, we're going to have
Shock. You have to be careful.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, we're heading deeper into the cave. It's going to be awesome. There we go.
Yeah, but you can see worse. Yeah, but that. Yeah. Where's the bats? There wasn't bats.
Intimidating or something. Pretty cool.
Very loud.
Yeah, very nice. Hey guys, this is called the Crystal Forest. This room gets its name based off the formations hanging from the ceiling. Then you got the ones that are sticking up from the ground. The ones hanging from the ceiling, do any of you guys know what those are called? Stalactites. Yeah, we say they hang tight to the ceiling, whereas stalagmites might trip you because they're sticking up from the ground, right? Most important thing to know about all these formations, they're all formed from a mineral called calcium carbonate. It's the same stuff you guys may notice growing on your bathroom faucets if you don't clean them off every once in a while. Say you let that grow in your bathroom for like 4,000 years, you'd have a pretty cool formation waiting for you. You guys may also notice nearly every single one of these has a flat end. That's not natural. That's vandalism that would have happened way back in the late 1800s. There was a guy named Solomon. He owned a hotel in the area. One day finds this cave while looking for his lost cattle. Thing is, he decides even though he doesn't own the land the cave is on, it'd be a great way to promote the hotel. So basically, you guys stay the night at my awesome hotel. I'll take you through a really cool cave. You can take home whatever souvenirs you want. And that's exactly what people would do, right? For like 30 years straight, if they couldn't reach them to snap them off, they bring in lassos, they would pull them down, sometimes even rifles, and they would shoot them down. So I think we all can agree, definitely one of the smartest things you guys can do in a cave. Now, one last thing. If you guys want to take like 2 big steps up, I just want this guy to be able to see around the corner. There's this big guy right at the bottom of the stairs. We call him Fang. Largest stalactite in the whole cave as far as we know. Wanted to see if any of you guys could guess how much that formation weighs. If you guess it right, you get to take him home with you.
A lot.
What'd you say back there?
1,000.
The drapery room. This room gets its name based off this formation hanging up over here. Super pretty. Right, the biggest difference in how everything looks in the cave, just kind of imagine is how water would have traveled through it back in the day. This is what's labeled a karst cave. That's her meaning formed from water. However, it's estimated last time there would have actually been water flowing through here would have been about 13,000 years ago. So that means two things, right? One, nothing's growing in the cave right now. And two, if you're going to look up at the ceiling, do it with your mouths closed. Because if something falls in your mouth, it's not water. I'm just letting you know. Right underneath this formation, super rare mineral. Only 2 caves in Arizona have this mineral. We like to call this fiberglass. Super fucking and then over here, right next to these guys, let's say you got a stalactite coming down from the top, right? You'll also have a stalagmite coming up from the bottom because they're formed from water dripping. They'll grow in unison. Eventually, they will stalagmite in the middle at a certain point. This is a process that can sometimes take upwards of 100,000 years to complete, or the same amount of time it's felt like it's taken the Browns to make it to the conference championship game. So when you see right next to it where somebody would have just come through, cut this off, really unfortunate to see, right? But enough with the sad, depressing history of the cave. I wanted to tell you guys about the guy who really made an effort to save this place. His name was Frank. He was from Germany. He moves out here to Arizona around the year 1920. He buys the mining rights to this place after seeing everyone destroying everything. Really upsets him. He's the only tour guide working here at the time, and the way those tours would go is you'd show up, pay him 25 cents. He'd give you guys a candle and a rope, and you just explore the cave with him all day. Never any time limits, right? Let's say you're down here for 8 hours with Frank. Finally, you go up to Frank. You're like, hey, man, we've been down here forever. Is it cool if we leave? He'd sort of just look at you guys and say, I'm going to keep exploring. Just go back the way you came. I hope you don't get lost. So that's just kind of how it went on. Skip forward a little bit. Works here as a tour guide up until the age of 84 years old, taking people climbing around. Ultimately passing away 1 year after that at the age of 85 back in 1957. So, again, we all love Frank here. Without him, cave wouldn't look anything like the way it does right now, especially our floors. May surprise you guys. These aren't natural floors we're walking on. In fact, back when these tours first started, right where we're standing, there would have roughly been about a 30-foot drop underneath us. So all this stuff, staircases, railings, walkways, all this was done by a group called the CCC back in the mid-1930s. I want to see if any of you guys could take a wild guess as to what CCC might stand for.
Colossal Cave.
Conservation Council.
Pretty close, yeah, pretty close. Civilian Conservation Corps. You guys may have seen the super tall, muscular statue right outside of the cave. Kind of reminds me of your tour guide. So you know what we're talking about, right? A bunch of young men just sent around the country fixing up national parks, things of that nature. At one point, there was upwards of 600 workers at a time working down here. It took them 4 years from 1934 through 1938 to get this stuff all done. Really impressive. Now, one last thing I want to show you guys in here. Let's say you guys ever get lost in the cave. You probably end up in this room. There are 5 different entryways to this room. Then up over here, you got a few formations. You can use them to find your own way out of the cave. I wanted to share those with you guys, okay? So if you come up over here a little closer, I'm going to try to point those out for you. Cool. Nice. There we go. Perfect. Hey guys, so first one, we call her the Cave Witch. You guys look super carefully. She's got her nice long hair on the side of her head. She's got her eye with her wart underneath it. And then the long nose, which is pointing us out of the cave, right?
Oh my god, that's crazy.
She's only got one single tooth. Tends to happen when you just eat limestone cookies all day.
Oh my
right?
gosh, yeah.
Kind of cool. And then real quick, let's see here. What's your name?
Viviana.
One more time.
Viviana.
Viviana. So if you had a guess, okay, what's a witch? Cool. Yeah, it probably won't, but it's okay. Where are you coming from?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. That's one place I visited, and I don't know if I'll ever go back.
Why? Come on, man.
Well, I went to. It was exciting. This guy weighs around 4,000 pounds. Pretty much the size of a pickup truck hanging right over your head. Call him Fang because he looks like a molar and a fang. Also because if you're over 5'7" and you aren't looking out for him, he's going to bite you on the top of your head. So just watch out, okay? Now, guys, in a moment, we're going to head around the corner. Just be aware, no immediate handrail on the staircase. In those instances, feel free to touch the walls for support. I figure cave's going to take more damage if you violently fall on it than lightly touch the wall. Also near the top of the next staircase, ceiling gets very low, okay? So if you aren't listening to me right now, I'm probably going to know because you're going to smash your head into the ceiling. Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, I think she's a genius. The cave witch got lonely. She conjured up her friend Shadow the cat. Keep her company. You guys should have seen it on my first tour today. The kid's answer, he raised his hand, he goes, a dead cat. And it really ruined the vibe of the tour for everyone. Over here you got SpongeBob and Patrick. They're kind of just hanging out. Yeah, if you look right in the middle, you can even see Plankton standing there too. Kind of cool. One of my favorite ones had a guy point this one out. He said it looks like a man trapped in a rock. God, what do you guys think?
I see the face, yeah.
Definitely represents my employment here. And then last but not least, you got Mr. Magoo. Blind old man from the comics. Can't see anything. Our Mr. Magoo doesn't wear his glasses. Therefore, whatever you do, don't follow his blind eye. He's got his nose, the lips, the cup of tea. He's going to send you in the wrong direction, which is further into the cave, also where we're heading next. But before we move on, do you guys have any questions for me? Viviana? Okay. Just making sure. Cool, we're going to come on down this way. You guys will see it looks like a clock up ahead. It's an old weather station. If you've been in other caves or caverns, you've probably noticed by now this one's a lot warmer. Maintains a year-round 71-degree temperature, which sounds nice, but during the summers when we get a bunch of rain, humidity can go from like 30% to upwards like 90%. And it doesn't feel quite as nice walking through here. All right, watch your step. These were all built before OSHA existed.
Wow, that's actually kind of I would have never guessed that. Well, I would have known the stairs were like carpeted, but how they get the floor down. Wow. Because like this floor just naturally is flat. It grew like this. The rock grew.
I don't see it. Those are more intense when I
Why is there a clock there?
Oh, it's just scary.
I just scared like all die.
Do you want to be on this side?
More what?
You guys can stop it right there. Well, guys, a little bit after the Rocky Mountain ranges would have formed out in Colorado. By a little bit, I mean like 30 million years later. So when the Rincons would have risen up. At that point, that's when all the water in the area disperses to places like the Colorado River. Boom, you got a desert and a dry cave. One last thing, you're going to see a big hole in the wall to your right that goes down like 50 feet or so. We had a lady drop a brand new iPhone down there while taking a picture the other day. Where do you guys think the phone is right now? It's still down there. Yeah, so just don't drop anything. My Browns fan, where are you in the line?
Back here.
Okay, just so you know, if you have issues figuring out your right from your left, there's a cool trick you can do with your thumbs. You just stick them both up in an L shape. It's the side that doesn't make the L. Just so you know. Cool. All right.
Remember I showed you that.
Oh, I think it's right here, right? Oh, that's a hole. I think it's over there.
I feel like I did, and I feel like it was playing along. I appreciate it. Awesome. That works.
How do we get over here? You have a school over there.
This is cool. Nice. Is there anybody else stuck behind the gigantic wall over there?
No.
No. Cool. Awesome. Hey guys, this is called the Movies and Popcorn Room. This room gets its name because there have been over 20 different movies filmed in this cave over the years. A lot of them will have something to do with National Geographic, Discovery Channel, things of that nature. In fact, most recently, last January, we had a TV show filmed in here called Ghost Adventures. It's one of those like awful, ridiculous ghost hunting shows. I just like talking about it. They made one of our other tour guides, Dalton, dress up in this skin-tight spandex monkey suit, complete with like a tail and everything. And they filmed him crawling out of one of those dark tunnels back there. Thing is, that's all he'll tell us about it because he's under an NDA till it airs, so we're all just waiting to see what context that was used for, so keep an eye out. They also did a movie called Night of the Lepus in here. Have you guys ever watched Night of the Lepus before? No, it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. About a cave full of giant genetically modified killer bunny rabbits that live in this cave. They leave to attack a town a few miles down the road. Have any of you guys seen the Star Trek episodes from the 1960s? Yes, there's a doctor character in the show. His name is Bones, played by a guy named DeForest Kelly, and he's one of the main stars in Night of the Lepus. Kind of blows my mind. And last but not least, Sesame Street. They did a Sesame Street movie in here. You guys are all big Sesame Street fans, right? Yeah, I can tell.
Watch it.
There we go. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, they did Sesame Street Goes Western in the cave. Basically, Big Bird, Cookie Monster coming through in search of lost birdseed and a hidden cookie treasure. Important stuff, right? They come into this room. Big Bird runs into the cave T-Rex over here. He's got his giant eye, the eyebrow, the nose. Gorgeous smile. We all know Big Bird, big giant chicken. Shouldn't surprise anybody when he ran into this. Got so scared he actually ran straight through that wall over there. It's probably the best reaction that joke's ever gotten. Keyhole formation. In case you were wondering, no, Big Bird didn't actually run through the limestone wall. They just would have endlessly written letters of Sesame Street sort of saying, hey, we have a Big Bird hole in our wall. Come and do something with it. Then they did. Pretty awesome. Also pretty cool. Let's say you take a look at this big wall right here. Let's say I hit it right here. You guys will see all these little features. They look like those popcorn ceilings in houses. We call that stuff cave popcorn. Kind of just think, air bubbles in the cave as it was forming. You guys will see this stuff in pretty much any cave you guys visit. Pretty cool. Now, one last thing. Then we'll take off down this way. Boarded up room up here behind me back in the day. That was called the altar room. What do you guys think used to happen up in the altar room? Sacrifices. Close enough. You are right. People would get married up in there back in the day. Sort of an old CCC tradition, right? Those workers, whenever they could, they would just smuggle their ladies up into that room, get married up there at the top. Funny story, about a year or so ago, had a guy on one of these tours propose to his girlfriend up there. She rejected him during the tour. You guys should have been there. It was really uncomfortable, actually. They told me not to make it public. I wrapped everyone down the tunnel down this way. Told me come back, get a picture. They're standing here ready to get the picture. They're in like a full argument up there at the top of the stairs. Didn't get the picture, in case you were wondering. Tried to give him a thumbs up on the way out. He just completely ignored me. So hopefully it worked out. Found that very amusing.
Big Bird. That's embarrassing.
Arbuckles. Nope.
Were you the one who scared of bats? Because I remember mentioning bats and one of you guys was like, that was you. Okay, cool. Just to know. Hey guys, so up ahead, super important area. We call it the domino staircase. My last person in line back there, what is your name?
Betty.
Betty, super important job. Don't fall down the stairs, because if you go down, we're all going down together, okay? So here's the deal, Betty. You survive. We're going to give you a big round of applause at the bottom, okay?
Sounds fair enough.
Awesome. Good luck, Betty. She seems very confident. It should go better than.
I know.
Держись за руку. Да, держись. Да, туда.
They are underground, as are we. Still doing good? Boom. Boom. Awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. There we go. I'm gonna make sure. Is that Betty? You're Betty? I am. Awesome. Hey guys, big round of applause for Betty in the back. She did not get down the stairs. Also, this area is going to look kind of cool. It's because we're right around the corner from the deepest point in the whole cave. So back when there's water flowing through here, where's that water ultimately going to end up?
The bottom.
The bottom, right? So this is sort of an old prehistoric riverbed, if you guys think about it that way. Super cool. All right. You didn't fall even one time. Now there's a lot of pressure on you. You said it. Now. We do in difficult situations. We'll figure it out together. Hey guys, so this area pretty cool. This is called Frank's living room. The little gift shop outside of the cave. Don't know if you guys all saw it. Just know it used to be Frank's house. It's where him and his family would have lived. Right? No air conditioning, super hot summers. Why not just use the year-round 71-degree cave outside the front door? So what they would do, come down here, bring down with them board games, card games, even small little folding tables. They'd set up a little camp down here, staying down here for upwards of 6 days in a row, which I think is kind of crazy. We call it the first ever man cave, if you guys really think about it that way. Now, one last thing I want to cover over here, staircase right down there, deepest point in the entire cave. What would you guys say if I told you right now we're about to be 384 feet underground? You should say I'm lying. That's only 71 feet. I just like seeing what I can get away with saying. Hey, here's the deal, especially for you guys in the back, okay? We're going to head around the corner. There's going to be a formation right in the middle of the walkway. Try not to walk straight into him. He's actually broken 3 tour guides' noses before, okay? I don't know if you guys remember Dell from outside, but it's why his face looks the way it does. So just keep that in mind.
Laptop.
Cool. Alright, so for you guys up here in the front, this is Bone Crusher. Don't walk into Bone Crusher. You guys coming up the stairs, you'll see him in a moment. Try to favor your guys' left side. There's a lot of spots to.
Say goodbye. Banana bird juice. Improved. Then let's add in all our.
It's always going more deeper in here, and everything really looks really cool. And then you need to come and see this. It's good.
Как мы потом назад? Назад. Он сказал, мы можем finally уйти.
You guys running a Bone Crusher? No? Promise? What was that? Cool. Hey guys, so perfect. Cool. Nice. So wooden structure you'll see at the top of the stairs up there. Just know, old construction shaft used by those workers to bring down all the flagstone for the steps we've been walking on. What's really cool, you can find that thing in the parking lot when you leave today. Looks like a little shed sticking up halfway out of the ground. It's where that thing emerges. So right now we're right underneath the parking lot, if you thought about it that way. Super cool.
Racing marble. Could be lots of fun.
Gotta climb it back up.
Wow, that looks like a Christmas tree. No, it looks like a cosmere. An elephant. That looks like a shell or a butterfly. That looks like a sandcastle. Oh yeah. That looks like a dog or something. That looks like a Hello Kitty. Yeah. That looks like a he's fishing. He's fishing. He's fishing. Are you okay?
Okay, okay.
Careful, don't go fast. Don't go fast, Rather. Oh no! Just now we both crash. No, oh no! Now we both.
Better than I would. I've fallen down a whole flight of stairs in front of a tour one time. And it's so hard to live it down when you're the tour guide.
The stairs aren't so cold.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, it actually didn't hurt, guys, so don't laugh at me. It wasn't funny. Cool. So yeah, when you guys come into this room, you guys will see like two different drop-offs. There's one on the far end of the line and there's one on this end of the line. I just like pointing them out because down there is where we were. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Where we were maybe like 10 minutes or so ago, that's going to be that spot where Frank and his family would have set up their camp back in the day. So that was that living room area. This is essentially how you guys would have gotten down there. You'd approach this formation right here. There's this guy sticking up. You would tie your rope off around the base of it. You'd set a burning candle somewhere next to it. Probably not the smartest thing to do. But then you would rappel down to the bottom, set up your base camp for the day down there in the living room with Frank, as they called it. On a side note, Wild Cave Tour, we do the crazy 3-hour spelunking, like extreme tour. This is where we take you guys to prove you could survive the tour. We have you guys climb from the bottom of the rock wall up to the top of the balcony. And if you could survive that, then you're cleared to go on the tour. So that gives you an idea of what you'd be dealing with. Now, one last thing I want to show you guys, and then we're going to start making our way on out of here. Let's see here. What's your name? Rosanna. Do you see this for me? Rosanna. Well, you don't have to scream at me in front of the whole tour, okay? Do you see this guy hanging from the ceiling right here? Yeah. See if you can reach him. I'm going to ask you to break a rule. I want you to try to knock on it like a door. Do it one more time. Kind of cool, right? So it sounds like it's hollow. It's not. It's just made of completely pure calcite crystal, giving it this innate ability to reverberate sound. Very similar to those videos with the crystal bowls, where they rub the spoon around the bowl. It starts to vibrate, right? Same thing going on with our formations. Pretty cool, right? Pretty awesome. What's your name, sir?
AY.
One more time.
AY, Alpha Yankee.
Nice, okay. Okay, AY.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think that works. Cool. You see the one in between you and I? Try that one. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. So that one sounds a lot more deep, right?
Yeah.
A few things dictate the sound: size, density, and the minerals that surround the base of it. Pretty cool. There's this cavern in Virginia. They call it Luray Caverns. They have an organ piano inside of it, and they'll hook it up to the formations based off the pitch they make, right? So you like hit the key on the piano, a little mallet will strike the matching formation, right? And you're basically playing music off the cave itself. Super cool. Now, before we get on out of here, just wanted to thank you guys all for coming out here with me today. You guys were an awesome group, so thank you guys. I will say, if you guys have questions, comments, maybe better jokes for me to tell, I'll be hanging out up at the top for a little bit, so don't be shy. We'll also say if you guys like really enjoyed the tour and you wanted to help me out, tips and reviews go a long way. The reviews specifically, though, been having a lot of fun with this recently. I've been telling all my groups, just make up the most ridiculous, obnoxious cave story you can think of. Leave it as your review. I got one a few weeks ago that said Eric single-handedly wrestled an adult silverback gorilla to the ground with his bare hands. Leave something like that for two reasons. One, it upsets my boss, Christina. She doesn't know why people keep saying these strange things. And also, it's messing with the AI search algorithm. The AI doesn't know what a joke is. So now when people Google this place, it pulls from the reviews, and it's been telling people they may encounter gorillas in the cave, and I find that hilarious. So if you want to help me out, that'd be great. If you guys had a terrible time on the tour, just remember my name is Del. Thank you guys so much. You're awesome.
Hey, shoot, we're gonna do the 0-1 guy.
Yes, you do. What if you fall? When it's like this. What is this?
If you guys need to use the handrail, use the left one, okay? It's going to extend all the way up to the top. If you look down at your shoes as you go up the last few steps, it's going to help your eyes get adjusted to the sun. We are leaving out of a different spot than we came in, but it's only about an 8.5-mile hike back to the park.
Come on.
Very funny. Yeah, very funny.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very funny.
You'll understand.
It's so hilarious. It's so hilarious. Yes, so hilarious. Yeah, it's so hilarious.
No.
Be careful.
So in 1917, the University of Arizona did the first mapping expedition of the cave. And when they were down here, about 500 feet back in the cave, they did discover 2 Hohoka bodies, and they were not placed there on purpose. When they started examining the bodies, they were actually pretty well mummified just because you have such a stable atmosphere in here. So they figured out one of them had shattered pelvis. So either they don't
Thank you. You guys take care.
Bye.
Also, so real quick. There we go. Nice. Guys, hope you had fun.
Thank
you.
you.
Take care.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty, folks. Anyone here for that 2 o'clock tour can start to line up.
So, I do really enjoy myself. Oh, yeah. Man, it's a wonderful experience, and everything really looks good. Everything really looks. They still try to keep everything kind of intact. and it's a wonderful experience. It's a good experience. I really encourage people to come over here. At the Colossal Cave, and it's more than something I can just tell you. You need to see this yourself. I even see all the mountain and everything from there. Man, it's a lovely scene. Right, thank you. See you next time. Please make sure you press the subscribe button. And you have an interesting place in your town that you want me to come check out, you can put it down in the comment section. All right, thank you.